Hi there, this is Matthew J. Peters. I am the CEO of Ascend Media, and tonight I want to talk to you about my pain. See, when I started out online, I thought, just like a lot of other people did, that what you do is you create a course, sell it for $197, $97, $47, and floods of people will come in and they will buy your course and you're going to be able to have this passive income. Well, guess what? If you've tried that lately, or maybe you've tried this 5 or even 10 years ago and it didn't work for you, but you've got great material. Well, I got to tell you, I just found this today. This is the iPhone 4 that I started my first program with. And it was a lot of learning. Even back 10 plus years ago when I came out with Smartphone Video Producer. This was right after the flip camera. I don't know if you remember the flip camera. It was not a phone at all. It was just you point and shoot, and everybody thought it was the greatest thing. And then the iPhone had the HD camera. This was the first version with the HD camera. And I said, wait a minute, you can shoot, you can edit, you can publish right on one thing. I'm going to just do a series of videos on how you can use this. And so that's what I did. And that was Smartphone Video Producer. And that's where people got to know me from all over the world. But tonight, I want to talk specifically about the programs you have already created that you're having challenges selling because people just don't want them. And that's why I'm calling this one, transform your $47 info product that no one values to a $1,000 plus program that people crave. What are people really craving? You know, you want to think about when you're selling it, what is going to get their attention? What are they going to find high value? So I want to go to the first slide here. So the problem with info products, customer buys emotionally. This is something, it's $47, it's $97, it's a quick buy. They're going to get that rush of adrenaline saying, good, I've got this resolved. And they're not really going to go through with it. They have no skin in the game. Really, they're there just to, they got it, and now it becomes shelf help. It just sits there for some time in the future. They can pull it out and they can take another look at it. But when that happens, you as the content creator get no testimonial. Why? Because 90+% of people who buy those low ticket programs do not complete them. This is industry-wide. I found across the board, people stopped selling these type of do-it-yourself programs because they just found no one did it. No one finished it. And when you don't have anybody finish it, you don't have anybody moving up to the next thing that you have, right? Because they didn't start the thing before. They started it and they went about 10% in, just like they do when they buy a new book. They read about 10% and put it back on the shelf. This is just the nature of people. So how do you work with people's nature to get them to finish and to find a lot of value from it? And then the last thing is you get no referral because they didn't complete it. There's no testimonial, and it makes it that much more difficult for you to sell it the next time. Because nobody wants a course. Nobody wants a course. No one wants to fly across the country to an event. Nobody wants to hire a coach for tens of thousands of dollars. What they want is the result. So I want you to get a little bit more courage and sell the result. So when I buy your program, what is the result I'm going to get out of it? What is your promise to them? Now I understand the promise. You may say like, I don't even know if they're going to get out of bed, let alone finish the course, right? So you do whatever you can to make that happen. And the transformation is the solution because them doing it on their own, they will never do. Right? There's a lot of people who are self-starters. That's awesome. But most people don't finish things on their own without some interaction. So here's what I want you to do step by step. First of all, whatever program you have, if you know it's good and it works, all right, don't peddle something that's out of date that doesn't work anymore. Name the program your outcome. Whatever the outcome is, it may sound cheesy, but get the name of your outcome so people get it right away. This is not a place to be clever. This is a place to be clear. Help people understand what result they're going to get when they start your program and when they finish it. Sell the result. You have assignments with deadlines. You want to make sure that when people are in your group, right? We're going to talk about a group here. When people are there, that they know that there's a deadline to these things. People need to be held accountable. Connect with your client regularly. They're not a customer. Now they're a client. This is someone coming under your protection. That's the old client privilege you have with an attorney. This is someone that you are protecting along the path and learning what it is you're trying to teach them. And then have a completion date, right? So they know when this program is done, meaning they no longer have access to you or the group or anybody else. And then less info digesting and focus on action. When I held my one-day event, my first one-day event, I had a booklet that everybody got that was over 100 pages, all my slides. I would never do that again, but I had it fill in the blank, so they had to like follow along and fill in the blank. 105 slides. That was, I think it was like $197. And then a few months later, I had my first small event. So I had 3 people in the room, each paying $5,000 for 3 days. And what I did was about 10% of what I covered in that one day, I covered there. You want to think about the more people invest with you, the less information they want, the more transformation they're expecting. So if I have a done for you service, people who are paying the higher levels of what I offer, they want me to do everything. And I totally get it. That's why they're paying me that. When I have an ebook that's free, it's information that people are going to digest, on their own. They're going to take care of it. They don't get any interaction with me. Less info digesting, and then have the next step. They finish the course, you already prepare them for the next step. Now, this is the thing. Assignments are shared with the group. When they're shared with the group, people are held accountable, and that's what they need. They want to save face and not look bad by not having the assignment done. So the assignments are put into the group. Here's how you put this all together. And I'm not going to get into the offer and everything, but this is the delivery so you don't go crazy trying to serve each of these people individually. You're gonna break up your content into 8 to 12 modules. Each module is gonna be 1 week. If you want to do it in 6, that's fine. I wouldn't go any further than 12 because you want another cohort to start every 3 or 4 months. All right, so you can keep moving more and more people through it. Weekly trainings on Mondays. You release the training or you do it live on Mondays. If you already have a video training and videos how you're delivering it, then you would put the recording in so people have access to it on Monday morning. If you haven't done this yet, you're going to do it live on Monday and you're going to record it. Why? Because the next time through, people will get the recording from you. Live coaching Q&A on Thursdays. So people have had 3 or so days to implement what it is that they just learned on Monday, and now they can have questions from taking action. They have questions on what steps to take next, what things they may have some challenges with, and guess what? In a group, people are going to learn faster because they're learning from each other. And you can use a Facebook group. Now, there's a style you can put to the Facebook group. It's called learning. So learning style, and you put your modules in what they call guides. All right, that allows you to say, this is, just say guide 1 was week 1. Put all of your information there, all your handouts, all your videos, anything there, and they can ask their questions in there as well. And then Zoom coaching sessions. So everybody has a Zoom account now. Everybody knows how to use it. Just have to have the pro account, which is I think $15 a month right now. And that's really your only expense right here is $15 a month. All your questions are asked and answered in the group. So no one's sending you emails. No one's sending you IMs. Everybody's asking their question in the group and you're answering in the group. And you can have people wait a day or so to have their questions answered. If you want to answer it before Thursday, feel free to do that, but it's not something you have to be checking all the time. I want you to leverage this so you have some sanity here. So I want to talk to you about the High Ticket Media Mastery Society. I want to invite you to it. And I'm going to break it down into 4 different parts of what it is that I'm offering here. You have the High Ticket Media Vault. This is 30 videos I've already recorded. It's high ticket training, the things I've learned over the years. All right, you have access to this instantly. You have the new high ticket training every month. So this is a really short training. I have a training where I go into this in depth, and you actually have access to this in the High Ticket Media Vault. So you could literally get in today, and then you could take the full training on this, and there's people asking their questions in there. And then the third thing is you have a monthly group coaching Q&A. So following the training of the month, we have a monthly group coaching Q&A. That's where you're taking action on anything that was in the group, that was in the new high ticket training, as well as the stuff that was in the high ticket media vault. Anything in there is fair game. You can ask me any of those questions there. And I really want to help the people who are taking action. Those people who are not taking action, I can do a little bit to encourage them or motivate them, but really I need to help people find their passions so they move forward on their own. All right, they're excited about this instead of putting things off. And then you're also going to get a ticket to our upcoming one-day marketing event. So monthly membership is $249 a month. So imagine you have a high-ticket coach that you have access to once a month. You're getting new high-ticket trainings, and I'll put what the trainings will be like on underneath this video in the description. And then you're able to ask the questions, get the questions answered, and you're in this group setting. So there's a dynamic there where you're going to learn from the other people as well. Until July 5th, I'm going to have this open as a charter membership. So you can become a charter member for $149 a month. If you have any ideas about what you want to do with your low ticket stuff that you may have, that's $47, $1,000, and you want to go to $5,000 and $15,000 and $20,000, I'll tell you right now, I started out at $47, $197 was the highest I had. Then I went to $10,000, $18,000. I had a $5,000 3-day event and all the way to $25,000. And now I do 6-figure offerings. So this is available to you. This is accessible to anyone. I want you to get results. I want you to show up. This is something, if you want to be held accountable, I will ask you the tough questions so you will grow. All right. As a coach, I want to make sure that you're growing. I'm not just there for people to show up and just want to take another class and think it's cool. All right. This is for people who want to literally change and take their business up a few notches. If that's you, definitely reach out through ascendmedia.com/member. Go there. It's just a PayPal link. It's going to set you up for $149 a month. On April 5th at midnight, I'm switching that over to $249 a month. It's not going back. All right. So if that's you, charter membership, $149 a month, go to Ascend Media, ASYND media.com/member. If you missed it, $249 a month is still a steal. That's half what I paid for just this little marketing group that I was in when I first started. All right. So thanks so much for being on. I look forward to seeing you next time.